Hey guys, and you have an instant reaction to UFC 304. I'm so happy for BELAL MUHAMMAD. I think a lot of people underestimated him. I did pick him to win by a KO in the second round. He got the decision. Bittersweet because I think a lot of people love Leon, so it's kind of, I feel very sad for Leon, but very happy for BELAL. So I think it was a great fight. I just think that Leon didn't rally early enough. I think that perhaps the strange timing did affect him in this fight, similar to how it affected him in Salt Lake City against Usman, but he just didn't get to rally in time, and BELAL fought the perfect fight. I thought BELAL maybe should have kept the fight standing a bit more, because I was worried that Leon was going to out-grapple him and reverse him in some of those positions where he probably felt a bit more safe, but Leon is legit at grappling. Yeah, so all in all, I'm really happy for BELAL. I think a lot of people counted him out, so it was great to see him get the win. And yeah, for Leon, I think it's a sad loss, but he'll definitely be back. And this is the thing, is that BELAL, this was his last chance to get the title. He was 36, Leon's only 32, so he's got plenty of time to fight at welterweight and move up to middleweight and do some stuff there even. So yeah, bittersweet, because I am big fans of both of these guys, but still hasn't quite sunken in actually that BELAL's won. But amazing fight, I really enjoyed it. I think a rematch would be good, but it might be nicer to see BELAL turn around and fight someone different. Personally, I'd like to see him fight someone different. No one comes to the top of my head though, so maybe a rematch would have to be next. The co-main event. Curtis Blaydes looked good and started really strong and seemed to be getting Tom with a lot of those strikes, but I had a feeling that Tom was going to time him and then counter him. But it's just so amazing that Tom can counter these guys with so much power. He's an amazing counter striker. Yeah, again, feel sad for Curtis because he's such a good guy, but Tom Aspinall is just on another level right now. He's definitely the best heavyweight in MMA right now. John Jones, it doesn't really count, doesn't help the division, doesn't help Tom's legacy because he deserves to be the undisputed champion or at least fight for it. I think he'll beat John Jones at this rate. This is the thing, is that John Jones is out of his prime. Maybe if he was still in his prime, it might be more of a competitive fight, but it's fair to say that Tom's going to have a massive advantage against him just because he's bigger and he's in his prime and he is on fire right now. I don't know what's going to happen there for Tom, but I'm amazed, and I think he's just going to keep building from here. Again, I thought Curtis fought well, but Tom just has his way of baiting his opponents in so he can counter them, and he's exceptionally good at it. I have to rewatch it back. Maybe he was rolling with the punches because he seems to have a chin on him, but he must be rolling and anticipating those punches so that he can work with it. He's developed an amazing strategy, and I'd really love to see how that works for him moving forward. Featured bout. Yeah, I picked Paddy to win by sub, so I got Paddy by sub right. Co-main, I did pick Tom to win, and the main, I did pick BELAL to win, but not by decision. But for this one, yeah, I picked Paddy by sub. I didn't think it'll come this soon. I think Green looked, yeah, a little bit uncomfortable on the feet because I think he wanted Paddy to come into his range more so that he could counter him. But Paddy is a little bit unorthodox, so he can be hard to anticipate. And once he got him Green down, that was it. I'm surprised though that Green has never been submitted before, so it's funny that I overlooked that. I think it's a great win for Paddy. I think Paddy could actually go a bit further than what people want him to go, so it'll be interesting to see where he can go from here. For Green, I don't think it really matters. Green's had an amazing career, and he's just going to keep having big fights. Christian, Leroy, Duncan and Gregory, Rodrigues. Yeah, that fight wasn't originally on the main card, so I didn't break that one down, but I did think that Leroy Duncan he shouldn't have been favoured in that fight just because Robocop Gregory Rodrigues is very dangerous on the ground and in the striking. So I was a bit surprised at the odds there. I think Gregory threw a lot at Duncan, and I'm surprised that Duncan could absorb all these shots. So part of me is like impressed that he took all that damage, and then another part of me is like, oh my god, that's a lot of damage for such a, I think he's a young prospect to take, so that was a little bit sad as well, but great performance by Gregory Rodrigues. The main card opener, Arnold Allen and GIGA CHIKADZE. I did pick CHIKADZE to win. CHIKADZE started off really strong in the first round, but gradually Allen began to find his confidence and his momentum, and I think Allen fought a really good fight. He just began to take over, got the timing, just slowly built his game, which was really good to see out of Allen after the losses that he's had. I thought Giga still fought a really good fight. It was really competitive and it was entertaining, so sucks for CHIKADZE, but it was a great fight. MOKEAV and MANEL KAPE, that was meant to be on the main card. It wasn't lackluster, but it wasn't what we were expecting, because we were expecting it to be a brawl and chaotic, like all the altercations they've had so far. So that was a little bit, yeah, anticlimactic, but I thought Muhammad fought a really good game, considering that I think MANEL KAPE wanted him to come to him to counter him again. MANEL KAPE was trying to make sure he didn't run out of energy and get MOKEAV to come to him, but MOKEAV wasn't going to fall for that, so MOKEAV kept distance and fought his fight and won. But there was a lot of weird stuff that happened in that fight. I think that MANEL KAPE did the best he could, having after he broke his toe. So in the prelims, it was sad to see Molly lose to Bruna Brazil, just because Molly is amazing. Molly seems to have... She's a very natural fighter, but she hasn't really had much time to develop in MMA. I think she started boxing later in her 20s, or... So she sort of came to the game late, but I think she's done really well with it, but she's just not able to establish a winning streak at more of a competitive level that's going to get her to the ranks. So that's a bit of a shame, but what can you do? Yeah, it just went so quickly. Good on you if you stayed up all night and watched it. If you're in the UK, we've got it easy here because we have it on Sunday during the day in Australia, so that's good. Yeah, so a little bit mixed feelings about the main event, because I do feel sad for Leon. He's a very beloved fighter, a beloved guy, and I feel sad for him. I feel so happy for Belal. It does seem weird though that he's a champion now, even though I thought he could win. It does seem weird, and even though I picked him to win, it seems very strange. I'm gonna have to rewatch the fight and let it sink in, I think. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I thought this was a great event, great card, just went so quickly. Thanks for coming by, and hope you enjoyed the fights. See you around the traps.